coffee?
Yes, please. Coffee, please.
Is it wide?
Wide?
Wide enough?
Yeah, it's the action camera, so it's really wide.
It's a cool camera.
I know, it's really small, right? It's getting smaller and smaller as technology advances.
We don't even know how small some of that equipment exists.
I know.
What's available to us, what's not.
I'm sure there's a lot smaller camera that we don't have access to. Only military does. That's where all technology come from.
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. So I got engaged with my girlfriend. Now
Congrats.
she's fiance. How would you say fiance in your language?
Fiance?
Yeah.
Viernica.
Viernica.
Yeah.
A lot more romantic. Like romance. Like sounds romantic.
How would you say it in Japanese?
Konyakusha.
Koyacha.
Konyakusha. Konyakusha.
You see, for me, that's romantic.
Really?
Like,
It sounds to me very too formal.
well, given your culture, that
Yeah.
is. Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did that come about?
To me, getting married is when you have a kid. That's what I used to think.
Cultural.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I was talking about relationship and he said what you doing right now is what you're gonna be doing. And I was like, it didn't sink me for a while, but our relationship is really good. It has been good. There's always up and down.
It's always gonna be.
Yeah.
I just think because we have so many differences between each other.
Right. You're right.
First, there's polar difference. There's a mental, psychological
Yeah.
way of thinking. It's in nature. There are things that are pre-ordered, how they are meant to be. Today, that doesn't apply to humans
Yeah.
for whatever reason. I respect everything, but
Yeah.
there is such thing as called biological order. You were born a certain way. This is what you are.
Yeah.
That's it. Can't go around that.
Right.
And the best relationships are only surviving because of good communication. That's all it is.
Agree. Communication.
Never hold anything in.
Yeah.
Say whatever it is.
Yeah.
You'll fix it up.
Communicate.
I'm speaking from an experience of
Yeah.
someone that already has a second marriage, and I'm not even 40 yet. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Because if we look through our history, people stayed together because they had to, so that they're not embarrassed in public
Yeah.
or in that society they live in.
Right.
That's it. That's bottom line. It wasn't accepted. If you were married and then divorced, you were treated as not worthy.
Not worthy.
Not worthy. So you wouldn't really get another chance. That's what I'm saying. Still quite applicable in smaller communities around the world.
Yeah.
Not more than 10 years ago. And maybe now kind of starting to soften up because people are realizing that being in a relationship where you have to hold shit so that you have to suffer from
Yeah.
abuse
Yeah.
of all sorts, disagreements, whatnot.
Yeah. And there's also so many different ways and form of relationship. And I think it's been changing. As society been changing.
Oh yes, definitely.
And I agree with you about communication is basically the fundamental in a relationship. As you said, like we are so different. It's like two different rocks, and if you hit two rocks like so many times, it shapes for each other.
Yeah.
And it matches.
Yeah.
Grinding, and that's the communication in a relationship that people need.
And of course it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time to perfect anything. But the key is that you must communicate.
Yeah.
I always thought that. You know, where I come from also, culturally,
Yeah.
there are certain things that are required. In most cases, people used to arrange marriage. You know, and now
Yeah.
there were benefits to it, but never for the couple.
Right.
There was no benefits there.
Yeah.
You must tell me who I must marry.
Yeah.
Though throughout history that changed. Before it
Yeah.
wasn't allowed.
I
now.
can imagine that your parents or whoever will bring significant other and you have to or you must to married with that person.
That used to happen for the family's benefit.
Yeah.
You know, let's say
Financial reason,
financial,
social classes.
social classes, and it was mainly financial, obviously.
There's always good and bad. I see some benefit of arranged marriage, but it's just crazy to me. I'm glad that I wasn't born in that era and in a family like that.
Was it a thing like that going on in Japan?
So I think some families still
Still do it?
it.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I think my parents are not really like arranged married, but I think they were introduced to each other by somebody else, and that still happens a lot of times.
But that's the same thing as arrangement.
Yeah, true. I mean,
If you-
the way I found my girlfriend was literally our mutual friend.
It's also an
yeah.
arrangement. That's a whole science behind it, you know.
Yeah.
I like to think that way. If you really want to break it down, you have to think it that way,
Yeah,
in a sense of understanding
yeah,
the reasons behind why is that way.
I kind of like having dark root and silver. What do you call shape? Silver top
Tips.
tips. I love this environment. I don't know, it just makes me calm, makes me talk more. There are some subscribers that wanted to come here. I don't know if he ended up finding it because it's hard. It's kind of hard to find it and enter it too. It doesn't look like a barber shop. It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a gigantic building that you're not allowed to walk in.
I've had a lot of people come in
Yeah.
that have seen your video, our first video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
How many? Did you count?
At least 5.
Wow.
At least 5. Probably more.
Are they all Japanese? Wow. I'm surprised there's so many Japanese that watch my video in New York City. I actually didn't know.
I didn't know either.
Wow. That's great. That's great. Like a little community through haircut.
Yeah. It's good to see you, man. Welcome back.
Yeah, good to see you, dude. So how's your life aside from working here?
It's been good.
Been good?
It's been good.
You mentioned that you are into acting and you do acting and performance, dancing and stuff. How's that feel?
Yeah, that's my past.
Your past.
That's the past.
Okay.
I was hoping I will kind of do more about it here,
Yeah.
and I have started building up, portfolio and stuff,
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
But it's a very tough industry to get in here. I have a full-time job.
Yeah.
To be able to split between my passion and the necessities, I have responsibilities.
Right. You have a kids?
Well, I don't have yet, but we're planning,
Yeah.
and I can't be chasing acting career having kids,
Yeah.
especially
In New York City.
in New York City. If you're not established in any way, makes very difficult.
Have you thought about opening up your barber shop?
Yes,
Oh.
yes, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm actually enrolling for college
Right now? What
for
are you?
spring next year.
What are you gonna be studying?
Liberal arts.
Okay.
And I found that if I do own or open my own barbershop eventually, I don't think I'll work in it. I will run it, but I won't work in it. But I will always cut your hair.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
Don't you worry, my friend.
Please open up your barber shop and make sure you have a coffee shop board or something. That would be cool too. Coffee shop with barber shop. Have you thought about it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I thought about a concept where you would literally have everything for men. A full spa,
Lounge.
brewery, a lounge, whatnot, everything. I'm not gonna do the sides too short, yes?
Okay.
How's it looking?
I like it.
Yeah?
That's good, yeah.
So will you say you're in love with this girl, or it's
Oh,
just,
yeah. Very much.
she's just a marriage material? She's a wife material.
Yeah, she's definitely wife material, and I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it, with her.
With her. It would be if she was an alien.
Yeah. Which we never know.
We can know, but don't tell her this, I'll teach you.
Okay. The way to find out if your wife is alien or human. Okay, I'm listening.
This has to be in a very isolated room.
Okay.
Bear in mind, this area where we are today,
Yeah.
it is the most surveilled area in the city.
Really? Because of Wall Street,
Yeah.
where the money at?
It's like stock exchange.
Yeah.
Here, even if your phone is off, they will listen.
We'll have some coffee time outside.
Coffee time, absolutely.
The book you introduced me, I haven't finished it, but I kind of saw the video that is summarized.
What was it, The Sapiens?
Yeah, Sapien.
It,
It just
it's so much information.
blew my mind.
It is very dense, definitely, and I don't
Yeah.
expect you to have it done soon. It's gonna take time, especially because I don't know how familiar you are with global history or the
Yeah.
history of the world. So
I used to hate history. I didn't know why we have to study history, but
Me
now,
too.
now like
I used to hate
really
school
important.
in general. No one could make me go in one.
I still disagree things that the school teaches. They don't necessarily teach things that we actually need.
Well, they're not supposed to. How else will you be enslaved?
Yeah, literally. They just teach us so that they can just fit into society.
It's a program.
Yeah.
It's not called educational program for no reason. It would be just education if it wasn't a program.
Right.
So program is designed to a certain way that creates certain results.
Yeah, benefits certain people.
It's all it is. It's known throughout history. For what reason, for what benefits, we will never know, I suppose. But it definitely is more useful than not having one. See, I didn't understand that when I was a child
Yeah.
because I was lazy and I didn't want to listen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my mom used to lock me in a room to do a book report. I would sit in that room
Yeah.
and I will play and invent ways just not to read the fuck. But now I want to go study. So she made fun of me. She was like, really? You that never wanted to open a book? I'm like, well, times change. You know, the television,
Yeah.
people have become less productive by a minute. You realize that these channels change never. They constantly roll around the same crap. Exactly the same crap. Bro, they play shows that were played 30 years ago. Still today.
Yeah.
Why would you watch that?
I mean, textbook that we use in school is same ways. They make new edition every year, each year, but the fundamental hasn't really changed.
Of course. And that is a clear indication that it's a program.
A lot of young generation don't watch TV anymore and switching to social media. and platform like YouTube has becoming a mainstream for our generation, do you think that even information from YouTube, you are still programmed? You can do your research and get information that you want, yet there is algorithm that gives you same things over and over and over.
But it's the same thing. If you think about it, same way. Don't get me wrong. It didn't probably start as such, or with whatever purpose, but it became that.
Yeah.
You're looking at. You're a content creator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you choose what you're gonna put on there, but it's never raw because you have to do some tweakings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now think of that concept. And entirely edited and purposely done. So this conversation is natural.
Yeah.
There is no script, we didn't learn the lines, and that's obvious.
Yeah.
Right? The reason behind movies are shot for so long and shows is because the editing takes the longest to be finalized.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. There's a reason why it's scripted. So think of you as a content creator being just one program.
Yeah.
So you getting your audience to look or see through your perspective.
Yeah.
Because you edited it.
Yeah.
And you wrote the script.
Yeah.
Or if you didn't write the script, you chose a particular subject that's going to run through.
Algorithm that picks up the most.
That's it.
How did you find passion in haircut?
I think it found me.
Okay.
I was looking into things to do.
Yeah.
Because my parents couldn't afford an acting academy.
Yeah.
So I ultimately decided that I will get a job to help them out. Because when Yugoslavia fell apart, my mother was left without the job or pension or anything. They found out later that the company never reported any of the working hours for her, so she's technically never worked in her life by paper. But she spent 25 years working for this place. And I didn't want to lay that burden on them, you know, with having to pay for my school.
Yeah.
When I felt the necessity to help them out. I found appearance most important in society. You look around yourself and you see people that are successful in any formal way are always dressed well, neat, things like that. I thought of first impression being well dressed, groomed, a necessity for all times and all kinds of people and all sizes and everything. And there's a lot of creativity in it. And me being a born creative, I mean, I was in performing arts since I was 6 years old.
Yeah. Oh, you started your performing at 6 years old?
Yes.
Oh, so early. When I was 6, I was doing karate.
Yeah, you see? Well, it was either or, you know. I was doing karate a little bit. Our trainer got arrested for some shady stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
So that fell apart so quickly. But either way, I was good at performing, and the school theater recognized that. So, you know, I was going with that. But I couldn't continue because the academy cost a lot of money.
Right.
Anyways, instead of being a waiter or, you know, I found this attractive in the sense of creativity.
Yeah.
And you get to make people happy. You know, like at the end of this service, your smile.
Make people look good and
You look good doing it.
But when you're well dressed, when your hair is good and nice, people really don't talk to you. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm becoming a very spiritual person. The people that are high frequency are the only one who come talk to you. People who has low frequency, they don't come talk to you because they are scared of how present yourself.
That's the key. Your energy and your vibe is what determines.
Yeah.
Animals know exactly what the other animal is intending, because the connection of the feeling and that vibration energy is there, and they sense it because they're in tune.
Yeah.
We're not, because we live in a different world, even though we're in the same world as them, right? So we vibe on a different frequency right now.
Yeah.
We can still know when we're in danger because something in here,
Yeah.
it's
Gut
not at
feeling.
ease. That gut feeling, they say that's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're in a forest and you come across a wild animal, if you fear it, it will attack you,
Yeah.
not otherwise.
If you don't feel it.
If you don't fear, if you mind your own way and you're at ease, not fearing it will attack you, I guarantee you it will not. They attack out of two ways: fear and hunger. That's why animals attack or defend.
Fear.
But it will never attack you first unless it feels it's in danger. It's a biological food chain.
It applies to human, doesn't it? Hungry, fear. Wow, it looks so much better.
When I tell people, when people ask me what do you do,
Yeah.
I don't tell them I'm a barber.
What do you say?
Tell them I make people happy. You won't believe how many of them thought I'm giving blowjobs. Tells you what people think about it as happiness, you know? It's interesting how people think that their job is who they are, right? It ultimately gives them that feeling of invincibility.
Yeah.
You know, they're ultimate, they're the god. you
Yeah.
know? For example, not everyone can be the general.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be the captain. Not everyone is. It's just people are born to do certain things.
Right.
I truly believe that.
Yeah.
You know, you have people that just have that sense of leadership embedded in their blood
Right.
from birth.
I'm
But
happy when I'm creating something from zero.
that's it. That's you. I hope you finish your coffee. Have you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Now I'm finishing it.
I almost filled it up with hair, man.
I appreciate your sharing your knowledge and kindness.
I think that's what we're here for, my friend.
Did I just conclude what we need in the world?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
It's an old, very old recipe that people somehow forgot.
Complete.
Till next time.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Likewise.
てな感じでヘアカット以上になります。チャンネル登録とねいいねお忘れなく。またね次の動画でお会いしましょう。OK。
All set.
We good.
Yay!